A chilling reality, stalking in the shadows. It's a phenomenon that sends shivers down the spine and makes one question their sense of security. Did you know that millions of people in the United States experience stalking each year? This silent terror affects individuals from all walks of life, leaving them in a constant state of fear and anxiety. It's a terrifying thought. Imagine someone watching your every move, invading your privacy, and threatening your safety. The feeling of being hunted, never knowing when or where the stalker might strike next. For some, this nightmare becomes a reality. The psychological toll it takes can be devastating, leading to sleepless nights and constant paranoia. This is the story of one such case, a case that shook a community to its core and left a lasting impact on all those involved. It serves as a grim reminder of the dangers lurking in the shadows. This is the bizarre case of Stephen McDaniel, a case that would unravel a web of deceit and obsession. The year was 2011, a year that would forever be etched in the memories of the residents of Macon, Georgia. The city of Macon, Georgia, was a place where life seemed to move at a slower pace, a place where everyone knew each other and the sense of community was strong. However, beneath the surface of this seemingly tranquil city, a dark secret lurked. A secret that would soon come to light in the most horrifying way. A young law student was about to become the center of a chilling true crime story. A story that would reveal the sinister side of human nature. This story would expose the dark side of obsession and the devastating consequences of unchecked desire. It would serve as a cautionary tale for all. The Man Next Door, Stephen McDaniel's obsession unveiled. Stephen McDaniel appeared to be an ordinary law student. He was quiet, studious, and seemingly unremarkable. However, beneath his unassuming facade lay a dark secret, a dangerous obsession with his former neighbor and classmate, Lauren Giddings. McDaniel's infatuation with Giddings had spiraled out of control, consuming his thoughts and actions. McDaniel and Giddings lived in the same apartment complex. They were attending the same law school. To those around them, they seemed like mere acquaintances. Little did anyone know that McDaniel harbored a dangerous infatuation with Giddings. He spent countless hours obsessing over her, his thoughts growing darker and more sinister with each passing day. A web of surveillance, peeping toms, and disappearances. As McDaniel's obsession grew, so did his intrusive behavior. He began spying on Giddings, peering into her apartment through a shared balcony. He installed spyware on her computer, gaining access to her personal emails, social media accounts, and even her webcam. McDaniel reveled in the feeling of power and control that his clandestine surveillance provided. Unbeknownst to Giddings, her every move was being watched. McDaniel was documenting her life, her routines, and her vulnerabilities. He was like a spider patiently weaving a web around its unsuspecting prey. Then, one fateful night, Giddings vanished without a trace. Her disappearance sent shockwaves through the community and sparked a frantic search for the missing woman. From acquaintances to victims, a relationship gone wrong. What started as a simple acquaintance turned into a tragic tale of obsession and violence. The relationship between Stephen McDaniel and Lauren Giddings was complex, layered with unspoken tensions and hidden emotions. They were more than just strangers, yet not quite friends. Their interactions were marked by fleeting glances and brief conversations. They had shared classes at law school and lived in the same apartment complex, their lives intersecting in subtle yet significant ways. They occasionally exchanged greetings in passing, but their interactions were always brief and superficial, never delving into deeper connections. Giddings was known for her warm smile and friendly demeanor, a beacon of positivity in her community. She was a bright and promising young woman with a bright future ahead of her, excelling in her studies and poised for a successful career. McDaniel, on the other hand, was introverted and socially awkward, often retreating into his own world. He often struggled to connect with others and seemed to exist on the fringes of social circles, an outsider looking in. Despite their differences, Giddings treated McDaniel with the same kindness and respect that she showed everyone else, never suspecting the darkness lurking beneath his quiet exterior. Little did she know that her friendly demeanor only fueled McDaniel's dangerous obsession, a fixation that would ultimately lead to a horrifying conclusion. Section 5. Unraveling the Facade. McDaniel's actions unfold. As days turned into nights and the search for Lauren Giddings intensified, suspicion began to fall upon Stephen McDaniel. His strange behavior and reclusive nature raised red flags among investigators. They discovered his online activity, including searches for chloroform and dismemberment, further deepening their suspicions. The investigation revealed that McDaniel had purchased a hacksaw, rope, and other suspicious items in the days leading up to Gittings's disappearance. He had also attempted to access a website that provided instructions on how to dispose of a body. The evidence against McDaniel was mounting, painting a grim picture of what might have transpired. Section 6. Caught on camera. The arrest and the gruesome discoveries. The turning point in the investigation came when surveillance footage from the apartment complex surfaced. The footage showed McDaniel carrying a large, heavy object out of the building in the middle of the night. He struggled with the weight, his movements awkward and suspicious. Armed with this damning evidence, police obtained a search warrant for McDaniel's apartment. What they found inside sent chills down their spines. Gittings's dismembered remains were discovered in a trash can outside the building. The gruesome discovery confirmed their worst fears and sent shockwaves through the community. Section 7. A city gripped by fear. The aftermath of McDaniel's crimes. The news of Lauren Gittings's murder and the arrest of Stephen McDaniel sent shockwaves through Macon, Georgia. The once peaceful community was now grappling with the horrifying realization that a killer had been living among them. Fear and suspicion gripped the city as residents struggled to come to terms with the gruesome crime. The case became a media sensation, with news outlets from around the country descending upon Macon. Gittings's story resonated with people far beyond the city limits, as it touched upon universal fears of stalking, obsession, and violence against women. The community rallied around Gittings's family, offering support and condolences during this unimaginable time of grief. Section 8. Echoes of a Nightmare. The Trial and Conviction. The trial of Stephen McDaniel was a highly publicized affair. The prosecution presented a mountain of evidence against him, including the surveillance footage, his online activity, and the gruesome discovery in the trash can. McDaniel's defense team argued that the evidence was circumstantial and that he was not guilty. However, the jury was unconvinced. After days of deliberation, they found McDaniel guilty of murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The verdict brought a sense of closure to Gittings's family and the community, but the scars of this horrific crime would forever remain. Section 9. The Price of Obsession. McDaniel's life sentence. Stephen McDaniel, once a promising law student, is now a convicted murderer spending the rest of his days behind bars. His obsession with Lauren Gittings cost her life and destroyed his own future. The case serves as a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked desire and the dark side of human nature. McDaniel's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of stalking and the importance of recognizing the warning signs. It highlights the need for increased awareness, education, and resources to combat this pervasive crime and protect potential victims. Section 10. Lessons learned, privacy, safety, and the dark side of obsession. The case of Stephen McDaniel is a stark reminder that stalking is a serious crime with potentially deadly consequences. It is crucial to be aware of the warning signs of stalking and to take steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones. This includes being mindful of our online presence, setting boundaries in our relationships, and reporting any suspicious behavior to the authorities. The case also highlights the importance of mental health awareness and intervention. McDaniel's descent into obsession and violence underscores the need for accessible and affordable mental health services. Early intervention and treatment can make a world of difference in preventing tragedies like this from occurring. Section 11. A haunting reminder, vigilance in a world of hidden dangers. The bizarre case of Stephen McDaniel serves as a haunting reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places. His actions shocked a community that believed itself to be safe, revealing the unsettling truth that danger can be closer than we think. It is a story that continues to captivate and disturb, reminding us that we must remain vigilant in a world where hidden dangers can emerge from the shadows. The unsettling nature of such crimes forces us to reconsider our perceptions of safety and security in our daily lives. By understanding the complexities of stalking, promoting awareness, and advocating for safety and prevention, we can strive to create a safer world for ourselves and future generations. Community efforts, educational programs, and proactive measures are essential in combating these hidden threats. The memory of Lauren Gittings serves as a beacon of light, reminding us to cherish our loved ones, live our lives to the fullest, and never take our safety for granted. Her story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of vigilance. May her story inspire us to create a world where such tragedies are a relic of the past, and where everyone can live without fear of becoming a victim of stalking or violence. Let us work together to build communities that prioritize safety, awareness, and mutual support, ensuring a brighter and more secure future for all.